Welcome to the bigger plan. You know for sure we got to show up on a beautiful Monday and we got to get right to it. So, welcome to the bigger play where the rubber meets the road and we get straight to it. Today, we're going to deal with strengthening relationships. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me loud, clear. You heard me well, and you heard me right. See, I see a lot of different things. Like I seen somebody say, not posting on social media or reinforcing your relationship on social media, like a lot of different things that people will feel like, and people might be like, well, what works for me no might not work for. It's real fundamental things that help us sustain certain things. One of them, it's a few of them, but first of all, you got to be intentional. Okay, you gotta have a certain level of respect for the person. Say I'm 26. You gotta have a certain level of respect for the person that you're trying to have this intentional relationship with. One thing I learned is I talk about it often. Communication. I can communicate, but I can be ineffective. You can communicate and you can be ineffective. Or vice versa. And we not gonna be able to communicate effectively. So it ain't just communication, you gotta be effective in that communication. You gotta try to have a certain level of transparency, which means you gotta have some vulnerability, you gotta be honest. Then you gotta be open, not closed minded. And you wanna be respectful because that's essential. You know, you wanna do a level of shared feelings. And then I'm a talker. I like to run my mouth. I listen very well. But sometimes the yapping be a little too much for me. So I might not listen as this accountability on my end, I might not listen as I should. And when you listen, you learn a lot. You understand what I'm saying? And if you listen to somebody talking to you, whether it's your relationship with your mom, your dad, your brother, your cousin, it's a level of validation that comes with showing that respect to their emotions because you're listening to them. So it's one of the main reasons of strengthening that bond and strengthening that relationship. Yeah, we on that type of time today. Because like I said, I get questions on top of questions. I get a lot of different things come to that inbox and that DM and them comments. So I try to go and give a perspective based on those questions that I get asked and then do a general reaction to those questions so I can cover many different things at that time. So effective communication, right? It's a lot of them, but we're gonna try to touch a few of them. You know, time, quality time. If you spending time with somebody, like I see a lot of strengthening the relationship ain't about you spending your money and y'all going out and pop bottles. Not strengthening a relationship. That's making somebody feel comfortable enough to where they used to you doing a certain thing for them and they fall in love with the thing as opposed to you. Quality time with somebody is an amazing thing because they liking on you regardless of what y'all doing. Y'all enjoy each other's company. Y'all giving each other priority. If I take my time out to spend with you, it ain't about me popping bottles and spending my money and taking you to Brazil. No, you right here, I'm right here to show me that we deserve to go to Brazil later. We got to make sure we comfortable. If we always active spending money, then how are we ever able to sit down with each other and say, I like being around this person? How can we say that this time is quality when all we doing is things? You understand what I'm saying? But if you can spend some time with somebody and y'all doing personal activities together, conversating together, reading something together, going back and forth with each other on some things that y'all might have some perspective based on some of your experiences in life, you can never ever do anything that's detrimental to that if genuinely y'all really, really tapped in with each other on that quality time. Because regardless of, you can grow apart, certain things can happen, but the respect level always gonna be there. So quality time is that it's another important aspect of it. What time is it? Okay, so right. So disagreements, healthy conflict resolutions, which come with disagreements. And disagreeing is a natural thing. People will be like, well, you think you're always right because you focused on how you feel, you focus on your opinion, you focus on your perspective. You have to be able to disagree with somebody respectfully, even though you could be right. Two people could be right at the same time. Two people could be wrong at the same time. We have to force that out there. We have to let the world know that this is a fact. A person could be right. This person could be wrong. A person could be wrong. This person could be right. All of them is facts. But how would you know if you don't give a person a chance to express themselves because you agitated and you feeling the way and y'all can't resolve conflict? That's one way to strengthen a relationship. We know how to argue. We know how to have a disagreement without going at each other to a point where we got to fight. We know how to display a certain level of empathy. And we know how to not blame you. I see a lot of that. We blame each other. I'm blaming you. You blaming me. I'm criticizing you. Not going nowhere. You remove that, we can have a healthy conflict. You know what? You right. You right. Okay. Or even though I disagree with you, I understand your point. I see where you coming from. Over with. Strengthening. Powerful. Balance. Respect. You hear me? It's a critique we can have for each other where we respect each other. Uh, Supporting each other in the growth process, because I learned that we all have to grow. You can't be 20 at 10. No matter how smart you is, no matter how much wisdom God gave you, you can't be 40 at 20 years old. You have to allow people time to grow. And I learned so much. The person that you trying to convey the message to, they may not always get it when you trying to get them to get it. It may have to take them time, which is one of the most important, well, the most important thing in the world, because without that, what you got? Time, very, very important. And supporting each other goes along with encouraging each other. If you see your partner trying to do something, you encourage them. You let them know, I'm supporting what you're doing. I'm supporting your interests and your personal growth. And when I see you accomplish something, yeah, we celebrating them achievements. We celebrating that. So all these things is very, very important to strengthening the relationship and sustaining a relationship. And it don't, we generally talk about relationship between men and women, but these relationships now I'm talking about just in general. These relationship between you and your sister, you and your brother, your lawyers, your friendships, everything. All these are give attribute to all those. These are give credence to all those. These are help benefit all those. Now, when it comes to strengthening the relationship, we're talking about physical affection. I tell people all the time, like right now, and it's sad that a person will interpret it as being generic, but for me, it's genuine because I really love people. So I might be like, man, love you. And I see a lot of people that are just either throw it around or can't do it back because they not used to it. It ain't nothing wrong with shaking up what you got, being like, man, in a minute, I love you, kid. Love you, bro. Not the quote unquote, I'm talking about real love. I love you. Man, a lot of people can't even give it back. They ain't used to it. But I seen over the time, I do that. And after so long of doing it, people will start giving it back. And it might make them feel uncomfortable because they haven't tapped into that physical aspect of showing love. Man, if it's your girl, y'all hold. See, we ain't gonna hold hands as the man, but we just gonna tap it up like that, love. But you got your girl, you holding hands, you cuddling, you maintaining a level of emotional closeness. But when I be like, love you, bro, man, be careful or something like that, I'm gonna be like, man, okay, dog. I see that I kept doing it, so now they might come back with, man, love you too. That's how it's supposed to go. I love you, you love back. But everybody don't express that because we done got so loose and so used to just moving fast. It ain't enough love being in there connected like that. These are another way to strengthen the relationship. These all positive ways to put a level of respect and love out there. And it's so many different ways, but these some of the ways that I feel is prominent to express yourself and to strengthen your relationships. Now, you got something called shared goals and values, meaning this is more on a relationship between the man and the woman level. You discussing long-term goals and values that's ensuring your level of alignment and commitment to this person. So you can talk long term what you want to do. Long term, I want to own a football team. Long term, I want to be committed to my nonprofit organization. Now, if the other person feel y'all going in different routes, even though the respect and the love there, y'all will be able to either grow to understand these certain routes and grow together, strengthening that, or y'all will have enough respect for each other to be like, oh, okay, I get it, because we going in certain type of directions. You understand what I'm saying? And you can come to some sort of shared vision for the future that fosters the unity between y'all. See, we're going to come every day. We're going to talk every day. Just wanted to put that out there about strengthening relationships. I hope your Monday is beautiful and successful. Love you.
Pastors lying to the public, they ain't got the truth in them. Lights out, gas off, bootless, this city pimping. Blocks on fire cause the homeowners broke as fuck. Taxes up, water bill higher than a Civic truck. It's a big